You wanted it to be thicker?
I wanted there to be more than I don't want to ruin it for people. I wanted there to be more.
Mm-hmm.
There was more. It's in the ARG game that's
not
before it.
But that's not the movie.
And
I wanted there to be more in the movie.
There is going to be, by the way, another film apparently.
Cloverfielder.
Probably.
Yeah. And apparently the other one...
Cloverfieldist.
The Daryl Strawberry.
I mean,
story.
everybody knows the movie is taken from the point of view of a video camera. Apparently the other one will be running at the same time of somebody else that had a video camera in the city kind of deal.
By the way, the
Which is
movie's
very
original name...
Lost-esque and kind of cool, I guess.
The movie's original name was Gray Shot.
Yes. After something in Central Park, right?
Yeah.
I've never heard the...
Yeah, we can't talk about this movie. Why?
I've never heard the...
That's what I'm saying. Like we're talking about it vaguely.
I can give an opinion. I loved it, and I suggest everyone go see it.
Loved.
I loved it.
You're so stupid. It's unreal.
Didn't particularly like the people.
The acting was horrible, man.
Awful.
The acting was horrible.
Awful.
The party easily could have been set in Williamsburg, but like,
Yeah.
although they were a little too yuppie, I guess.
It was
but,
yuppie. It wasn't even hipster.
Do you
it was,
think
it was
the
very
acting,
irritating.
in your opinion, I didn't think the acting was that bad, but...
It wasn't great. It was bad at times,
If
but
you-
it was whatever.
I put the acting on par with the original Star Wars stuff. Garbage. Terrible, overacting, terrible, disgusting, hideous.
I do think it was overacted, but not as bad as the Star Wars overacting.
Same area at least.
But yes, in all honesty, I expected this movie to be much worse than it actually was. I was delightfully surprised at how well they pulled it off.
Except for the scene where the guy says, "I just as soon kiss a Wookiee."
I totally wanted to put together.
I was pleasantly surprised by the fact that it didn't suck as much as I expected. That's what you're
pretty
saying.
much it. Yeah, like I walked out of it actually enjoying it because I think I'm with you. I don't like monster movies. It's kind of like or horror movies, any of that stuff. Legitimately, parts of this movie kind of I wasn't laughing at entirely, and it frightened me in some parts of it. And I'm not going to talk about what really kind of tweaked me out about the thing.
How tight that guy's pants were at the beginning. It was so gross.
I wanted to, if I
the
could.
shaky cam nauseated me.
I think
that was a big
point.
thing, and yeah, it's supposed to.
Way worse.
Were you uncomfortable watching the movie?
Yes.
For reasons other than I don't like this movie?
No, at one point, I saw
but-
him clutch his chest. And I was just wondering, like, wow, is it really bothering me?
That's actually because
yeah.
that's actually because we went out to get Indian food right before, and I ate way.
Did you get that
way
primary
too
care physician yet?
much. He's on the way.
I'll tell you, Cloverfield was no York Street. Let me tell you that much.
Well, that remains to be seen. I mean,
I don't know,
the movie
I liked
York
it a lot.
Street remains to be seen by anybody, is what I'm saying.
Very true.
It was a little unnerving, I gotta say, and normally I wouldn't think it would have mattered, but I found it a little unnerving that we chose Ground Zero to see a movie showing New York
I
getting
thought that
ripped
worked
apart.
well. That worked well.
You know what? I got to be honest. We saw it over here, right? Like over, over in the Highland Plaza.
On Staten Island.
And I said to the guys afterwards, I said, my fiance brought her dog, and we left the dog in the car, and because we had to. I had an incident that I had to go take.
Did you leave the
dog.
window open?
Yeah.
Okay.
So while we're in the,
It was like 20 degrees out. Why the hell would you have to leave the window open?
while we're in the movie, I just kept getting a little fidgety because I was wondering how the dog was doing, and if the dog was okay. And
Someone's calling on the hottest of all lines. Yeah, you didn't shut it. You're on the hottest of all lines. Who's this? You muted them, Brian. You're on the hottest of all lines. Hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, who's this?
The infamous chick magnet. Yeah.
I can't think of a more appropriate introduction for the infamous chick magnet than
who is he?
Infamous chick magnet. Yeah. Yeah, chicks really dig me. They do.
Lacking in confidence. It's the chick magnet.
Right.
So what's going on, buddy?
Well, what's happening, man?
Let's talk about this.
First of all, we should probably just remind you to take it a notch back on spoiling this movie for our audience.
Very true. You got to figure that most people haven't seen it, so we don't want to ruin it. We want to speak as cryptically as possible as the movie's going, outside of giving, be very in depth with your opinion. But
all right. Well, the only thing I have one question, and it's not going to take anything away from people who didn't see the movie. But
jeez.
If you're out on a date with your girlfriend, okay, and you're going to Coney Island, let's say, is it possible to use up 7 hours worth of tape?
It's a really.
I mean, how long was that date?
Well, you got to remember the tape.
Certainly not post-coital.
Yeah. You got to remember the tape actually started with them like at the house the day before. It's still
Right, but still, it's 7 hours.
Worse.
7 hours of date time. Yeah, I think it's very romantic.
But it's only like 2 hours long, isn't it?
And where are these tapes being sold too? These 7-hour video.
No,
tapes?
okay, just so we understand, it's time stamped at 7 hours. The actual
Right.
tape is
Okay,
only an hour and
pause,
24
okay.
minutes.
Well, true. That's true.
It also could have been edited. You know, I'm not talking about it.
Well,
No, that was the tape I left in the camera. It was the tape I left in the camera. I didn't edit it yet. If I edited it, it would be on my machine.
There's pauses and stuff throughout, so I mean, like, it doesn't
Right,
all
that's
take place
true.
over 7 hours.
I didn't realize J.J. Abrams didn't direct this movie. I thought he did.
Produce
Matt Reeves, his childhood friend.
that, Mr. Brooks.
Who directed?
Felicity.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he's also the actor who played the pilot on Lost, if I recall correctly.
No, that's Greg Grunberg.
By the
Wow.
way, Felicity,
Look at
IMDb over there in the corner.
could you check out Felicity? How many episodes there were?
Just ask him. He's right next to you.
Oh, sorry.
But I do have to say, overall, I was a very big fan.
A big fan,
Right.
really.
I was too.
Well-
I'm not. It's not going to be on the top of my list. It's probably going to be the top of list of movies that I've seen in 2007 because I'll see 3 more movies in 2007. It'll be there.
It's also 2008, Brian.
All right, that too.
It'll be on the only film on my list for 2008. Just so you know, Chick Magnet, tomorrow at work I'm going to throw rocks at you for liking this. I don't understand this movie. I don't understand this movie at all. I just thought it was-
Really?
I was looking at some. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was weak. I thought it was a dumb monster movie. That's what I thought.
Well, I like that. I'm not gonna. I guess I don't want to get into too many details, but I like that it was somewhat realistic, as real as monster movies can get. That people are running for their lives.
That's not
but we're
ruining
not
it.
Watching.
That's not ruining it. There's what you were trying to dance around. I don't think
That's
ruins
kind
the
of what I
concept
was
of
getting
it.
at right before you called, because like I kept on wanting to get up and look outside because I got sort of paranoid that stuff was going on outside because I'm just stuck in a little like a Staten Island theater. I just wanted to know what was going on outside because I just thought
The world, Vito. The world is going on outside.
You thought that there might have
Regular
been a
things.
monster outside the
no, I
theater.
thought
Oh,
the
you never knew if the Statue of Liberty's head was going to roll by Newdorf while we were there.
Now I have to say though, I don't know about you guys, wherever you saw it, but and Chris, by the way, I did go with my wife. When
At what time did you go? As we talk about personal.
we saw a 9:20 movie. We had
You
just got there.
jerks! You totally could have came with us. But anyway,
I know, but it was like last.
I guess I know
minute.
how it feels now.
Chick
She
Magnet,
wanted
I
to
don't
go,
know.
but anyway,
You've made me so
we were
happy.
the
right now.
only adults in the movie theater.
So were we.
Adults, of course.
Yeah. No, that's not true. There were some adults in our theater when we went. The main thing that made me very angry is when at the end of a film when the credits roll and you stick around to see if anything's happening or whether there's extra stuff or not. The kids in the theater were screaming so loud that we didn't know if anything extra happened in there or not, and I suspect something did, but I don't know if they did or not.
We had a good crowd, actually. It was one of the better crowds that I've seen a movie with.
That's what happens when you go to a city. You see a movie with a city crowd instead of a bridge and tunnel crowd.
There were a couple of like nerdy dorks that sat up in front, way up in front. And by the way, they didn't need to. I spazzed out about getting there early so we didn't have bad seats. It was half full at best.
Yeah.
And these guys sat up in the front and they were conducting the music to the closing end of the credits, but they didn't say a word. It was great.
Lame.
That was as bad as it got, but they didn't say.
That's why I don't go to movies on this little island here.
I have another question though. If I was to walk into Best Buy or Circuit City and buy a cell phone battery, would that battery be charged?
Yes, I agree with your.
Most cell phone batteries that are purchased in a store have a 15-minute charge on them when you purchase them. That's it. You get 15 minutes out of them.
By the way, this is probably meaningless to anyone. It's not giving anything away, and it's kind of corny, but I absolutely loved the line, "It's time to leave the electronics store."
Oh, that kid, that guy.
Oh,
I'm
HUD.
forgetting his name.
HUD.
HUD, right,
Comic
right.
Relief, I think, is his name.
Yeah, he's hysterical.
but he was the worst actor of the whole thing.
He's the Jar Jar Binks of that movie.
Totally.
Oh, see, I liked him.
I like that it took.
He wasn't Jamaican.
I don't know about worst, man. I think everybody was terrible. I think every actor was awful.
You know, I was in a rush one day running uptown between